Hey there, gang, and welcome to the Locker Room. Coach Gigs here, and today's message, what we do on earth matters. You know, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were talking about when your life is over, what will your life have represented? When your funeral goes down, who's going to be there? I remember Stephen Covey talking about this when he said to begin life with the end in view first. And he gives this very emotional example of you're going to a funeral and you notice that someone from the family, a close friend, a neighbor, somebody you work with, they're all on the marquee. And they're going to talk about this person with whom everyone is there to show respect for. And as you walk up to the casket, Covey says, and you look inside it, you noticed it's you. He then says, what do you want them to say about you? I never forgot that, and it really got my mind racing because there were things in my life that I didn't like that I was doing, areas that I was in my life, habits that I knew I needed to get a hold of. Come on now, relax, guys. We all do things that aren't exactly perfect. And so I had some things in my life going on that I thought, wow, if I did die and these people were to speak at my funeral, I'm concerned about what some of them might say. And this was many years ago. And I began to go on a journey to make a decision that I'm going to build and create a life so that when I die, people show up to that funeral and they're going to celebrate my life. They're going to celebrate that I lived to the full, that I chased down my dreams, that I confronted situations and didn't run and hide, that I cared and loved people with all my heart. I began to think about who I wanted to be, and this way, all of my time here on earth, when it comes to an end, and people go to my funeral, they're going to have good things to say. I certainly hope so. I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress for all of us. But what we do here on earth, it matters. Our lives impact people, strangers, people we know, people we love, people we're estranged from. And so I want you and me to think about that, to create the life so that when it's all over, said and done, while we certainly were far from perfect, we can look back and have no regrets and be proud of what we did and how we did it and the people we loved. The last thing that I ever want to have happen is my daughter ever to say, my dad was a lousy dad. He wasn't there for me. The thought of it gets me emotional. Those who I work with, they may say, you know what, Giggs was this and that, and he was tough, and he was this and that sometimes. But you know what? I learned from him. I was inspired by his life. My family, I hope that they'll say good things about me as well. Again, what we do here on earth matters. And by the way, when we approach life that way, we'll end up living a good life here, a life of meaning, a life of purpose, far from perfect, but a life of meaning and purpose. And then when we're gone, we will have left maybe a small little positive imprint on the hearts of those we touched. What we do here on earth, it matters. So let's live the best life we can live. Thanks for joining me, gang. We'll see you in tomorrow's broadcast.